All right, guys, I think we're pretty much all here. I want to welcome you guys to Grant's signing as we're wrapping up the school year here. I know we've been very fortunate to have double-digit signings again this year, so we're excited about that. Grant, of course, came here as a junior from Georgia, and we were thankful to have him. I know that for a fact. Coach Wendell is having kidney stones. He's in bad shape right now, but he couldn't be here. But he sent me this to read for Grant, and then Coach Evers will say a few words for him afterwards. See, Grant, first off, I want to apologize for not being there for your special day. I wish I could be. I'm so proud of you, not just for the player you are, but for the man that you've become. I know that this has been a lifelong dream of yours. I know the hours upon hours of work that you have put into this. There is no doubt that you love the game. It shows by all you've given up for it. The first day you walked in the gym, I knew there was something special about you. I am so thankful you allowed me to coach you and that you are a GFL. Congrats on fulfilling your dream. Enjoy a little, but never stop working to improve your game. I know Coach Stone and Tennessee Wesleyan will continue to push you to become the very best that you can possibly become. Love you, Grant. And that's from Coach Wendell right there. So hopefully he's watching along with other people on our live stream. Coach Evers, one of the assistant coaches, is here today, and I'll let him say a few words about Grant.
Grant, he walked in his junior year, and I remember because I was here that day that he did, and he played pickup with the guys. And I remember watching him just like Coach Wendell did, and there was something special in him. He was aggressive, got to the rim, and he was always looking to make that extra pass, and he was always looking to make that shot too. And he just got into him defensively too. I remember the very first possession on defense, he got into one of our main guys immediately and made him cough up the ball. Not a lot of people on their first day will get into someone like that defensively. So that was really fun to watch, and we knew from that moment that he was going to be that kind of player. And Grant, congratulations. This is a feat that not a lot of people get to complete, so that's awesome for you. So I'm glad that you get to be able to do this at Tennessee Wesleyan and that you get to fulfill your dream of playing college basketball. You've been a great kid, and you've helped me grow a lot, and I hope that I could have done the same for you. So.
Thank you, Michael. We just wish Grant would have won that daggum dunk contest. First thing I saw when he came here that day, he coming here throwing them down. I'm like, wow, this is good stuff. Never would do it for me in a jamboree. But besides that, it's all been real good. Of course, unfortunately, a lot of the players that he's graduating with aren't here right now. They've got an in-school baseball game at Heritage, but some of the rest of the team is here, and the younger fellas, and his brother and his mom and dad. I'll let his mom and dad say a few words here. Go ahead, Mom. You go first.
I think you wanted to go,
you go first.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here today on Grant's special day. I wanted to point out one thing that I don't say a lot, but I went to a Kentucky game one time with a good friend of mine, and I brought home a Kentucky basketball. And he was about 3 years old, and I gave it to him, and that's kind of where it all started. He started shooting that Kentucky ball on the Fisher-Price goal. And anyway, it's very cool to see where it starts and where it's not even going to end yet. So his mom and I are very excited for him, and it's been a pleasure watching you throughout the years, and looking forward to continuing that.
Okay.
She's got a whole notepad.
I do. I didn't want to leave people out. I wanted to thank, first of all, our family. Couldn't have done it without you. Friends, coaches, teachers, students, also teammates for life. Grant has had a basketball in his hand probably since he started walking. And I just have the same memories that you have, Mike, in the kitchen playing with the little Tykes basketball, and it was good form, and it's actually over there on the thing, so if you have a chance, please look at it. His first organized ball was with Upward. It was a great organization. I highly recommend it. He was coached by Jeff and Dina Waltman, who are still friends with us today and follow Grant in his career, and not only as his career in basketball, but as a young man. He progressed into the rec league in Pennsylvania, and then we moved to Maryland, where he then played in Baltimore. He was then coached by Bernie Kuntz, and we really appreciate all the knowledge that he shared with you. And then we went to Georgia, and unlike Maryland, they did have middle school basketball. They do not have middle school basketball in Pennsylvania or in Maryland, and it was very neat to see the opportunity. He got to play in 7th and 8th grade at Jones Middle School. He was under the direction then of, who was that? What's your coach? I forget.
Iron Switch.
Who was it? Cold Iron, that's right.
That's right.
Thank you, Coach Cold Iron. And then he went on to be introduced to BCB, Blue Collar Basketball. And that was Sam Allen, Mark Eisenhower, Robbie Bastain. They had a tremendous influence on Grant and his teammates from Jones. The focus was not just on the fundamentals of basketball, but also creating young men and preparing them for life. And I think they did a very good job helping us and backing us up with our home. Wanted to make sure I thanked them. Wanted to make sure I thanked all of the family, especially his brother Trent beside me. He's the faithful fan. He comes all the time. But he doesn't come because he has to come. He comes because he wants to come, and thank you. Of course, Nana and Paul Dahlia, Grandma and Grandpa Reardon, Aunt Laura, Aunt Annie, Uncle D, Uncle Mark, cousins Grady, Erica, I think they're both here, Jessica and Stephanie. We love you all. Wanted to make sure I said all that. Sam Allen gave me a special letter I'll be giving you later on today, words of encouragement. And he wanted to be here today, but he couldn't because he had a BCB game very early. So thank you again, and thank you. We appreciate you, Coach Ferguson. Grant met Coach Ferguson when we went on a tour also, and we really got to know him a lot better then and got to hear about his coaching philosophies, and Grant was like, man, I really want to play for him. And that says a lot. It says a lot. Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Very good. Thank you very much. You mentioned Mr. Dahlia here. I can still remember he called me in my office a couple of summers ago before he transferred and told me about Grant. And he said, Grant's a great player. Well, you can imagine when I get that phone call, most of the time people are proud of their kids or grandkids. So I'm listening. I knew him a little bit. I thought, okay, well, let's get on a computer and see if what he's saying is really true. So I started searching him at this school in Georgia, and I noticed he was a sophomore on a team that was really good, and I said, yeah, I think he might be pretty solid. So when I went and told Coach Wendell, then he showed up, it was obvious that he was everything you said he would be. So you're one of the good ones. If you recommend anybody else, I'll believe you. Okay, Grant, your time to say a few words.
Awesome. Well, first I want to thank God and every single one of you guys in here, and then the younger guys, and obviously the ones that are at their baseball game right now. This is a dream come true. Like, ever since I was little, I've always dreamed of this, and I definitely wouldn't still be playing if it wasn't for these guys right here. They've always been every event, always encouraged me. And my friend from Georgia, Brandon, my best friend, came down, and we always, you made me who I am today, man, playing, because we're so competitive, and I hated you so much. But yeah. Last, I want to thank Coach Ferguson and Tennessee Wesleyan for giving me this opportunity, because, not many people get to say they get to play in college, and, it's a dream come true. I'm just so excited. So thank you guys so much for coming out here.
All right, go ahead and sign your paper there, Grant. Good pictures for us. The families brought some snacks for you guys to partake in. Feel free to stay in here as long as you need. Also, you can get as many pictures up here as well after we get done. Grant, we'll just need to see you back there to talk to the newspaper here in just a few minutes, okay?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.